Welcome into the Arrowhead Addict halftime show. Sterling Holmes here. We'll be back post game as well. And basically, from everyone in the chat, I think we're all on the same page here. Yeah, thank goodness that Patrick Mahomes put the cape on, took the glasses off, and he is putting the team on his back. While he's not necessarily been outstanding throwing the ball, going to be tough when you're down now. Your top three wide receivers, Hollywood Brown, limped off the field towards the end of that first half. He's doing it with his legs, 5 carries, 60 yards, that one touchdown. But the way he's running, the physicality that he's running with, it reminds me a little bit of Josh Allen, if we're allowed to use that comp here in KC. Patrick has put the team on his back in a way that it's not the traditional Patrick way. Dude is carrying. The question I have is, how sustainable is this? We know he wants this game, but he tried the second half of the Chargers game, and the defense, Chris Jones, how are you going to break it down, eventually let him down. Can Patrick do this for one more half? Can the Chiefs defense do this for one more half? I thought Spagnuolo called a brilliant first half. If you want to break it down this way, the pressure that Kansas City was putting on Jalen Hurts was nearly non-existent. Yes, there was a time or two, but they were having to send 5, 6 guys at a time to get anything on Jalen Hurts. And that is, again, non-sustainable for a long-term defense. Brian Cook looked outstanding early. Huge shout out to him. But Chris Jones, George Karlaftis, who got a little bit of pressure early, that needs to translate more into the second half, because the secondary, I think, has done a really nice job. Spagnuolo has done a great job trying to confuse and throw a lot of things at Jalen Hurts. You're seeing Jalen Hurts pre-snap. He sees blitz coming from one way. It's coming from the other side. So I think Spagnuolo has done a really good job. The individual players on the D-line need to step up. This is not my Eagles shirt. Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry, guys. PGA, Valhalla. I'm so sorry. I saw that. I swear this is not an Eagles green. Man, do I feel like a dumbass right now. That's on me, boys and ladies. I apologize. No, Chiefs red over here. Come on. Come on. Don't do that to me now. But the Chiefs defense, can they keep this up for a second half? I think Brian Cook looked really good, man. Brian Cook has looked really good. I think Shamari Connors looked fine, too. They're not putting him as much in the slot. They're actually having him rotate around, sitting him on a blitz. Trent McDuffie looked good. You know, A.J. Brown made a really nice catch on that 3rd and 3, end up getting that first down. That led to that 58-ish yard field goal that Jake Elliott made to in the first half. I don't really have a whole bunch of qualms with the Chiefs defense outside of a lack of pass rush. So that's more or less where I'm at. When it comes to the offensive side, I want to stick on this a little longer here before we come back for the second half. You look at Kareem Hunt's numbers, 4 carries, 23 yards, and you say, hey, that's not bad. That's not bad, right? But then you see him in space with a guy to beat on that, what was it, 2nd and 7 or 3rd and 7, and he just can't make a guy miss. It's not necessarily a huge knock on Kareem. It's not his fault that he's basically the de facto RB1 now, but they need some juice. I would love to see more Brashard Smith. He tried, but you saw the strength or maybe lack thereof Brashard on that one route when he was trying to go into the flat, and he kind of got bullied by, I think it was Zach Bond. You know, it's going to be a growing pain in this wide receiver, in this running back room, especially with Brashard Smith. Again, wide receiver wise, if Hollywood's down, we saw him limp off the field. It is getting decimated. Juju Smith-Schuster would be your de facto wide receiver 1. We're going to start seeing a lot more of Jason Brownlee if that's the case. Nico Remigio might get some love as well. And it's tough, as folks are pointing out. It's 90 degrees here in Kansas City. Wide receiver, that room was going to have to come in and out a good amount. We'll probably see a lot more Noah Gray. I wonder if we'll see a little bit of Robert Tonyan as well. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Mary Likens, I say it's the only time I saw a 55 play, he dropped into coverage. That's Omar Norman Lott. Yeah, at one point, this is what Spags is doing in this game right now. He's calling up a Spags masterclass saying, hey, y'all, you think Omar Norman Lott is going to come out to the quarterback? Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're wrong. We're going to drop him into coverage. Yeah, that was surprising. We'll see what happens in the second half. But if Spags keeps this up and continues to perplex and bamboozle Jalen Hurts, I really do like their chances. And yeah, Michael, I forgot. Tyquan Thornton, yeah, you're right there. And yes, I will change my shirt for the second half. I'm sorry, Edric. I'm sorry, everyone. I didn't mean to. I didn't think about it. I was a dumbass. It's my PGA Valhalla shirt. I will go tarps off if I have to, but I don't think you guys want to see that. So I apologize. Michael, I see your hilarious comment. That is true, though. The defensive line is getting no pass rush. Kirk says they still don't trust the offensive line. Dink and dunk. Yeah, I think that's an interesting talking point here is I don't think the offensive line has been horrendous. I was terrified. I was petrified. I don't know why I'm doing Monster Mash lyrics right now when Josh Simmons came out of the game. I do wonder if that was heat related. They talked about it on the broadcast, and they didn't really give a reason. So Josh Simmons went out, but he went back. And I think Josh Simmons has been fine. Kingsley Sumatia has been fine. Juwan Taylor, no false starts. He's been fine. Offensive line, I haven't had a massive issue with. Again, we know how good the Eagles' defensive line is. It is what it is. Receivers have to get open, and it's tough when you were down Hollywood Brown and it was Tyquan and Juju. I will say Travis Kelce made a phenomenal play. That picking the ball up right above the ground, carrying the ball like LaShawn McCoy saw Travis Kelce carrying that ball and said, I'm jealous. That's me. The difference is LaShawn may have fumbled. Travis Kelce was able to keep it in his big-ass mitts and go forward for a really, really nice play. Travis Kelce came off, it looked like, a little bit later on after making a play on third down. And Travis Kelce slammed his helmet on the ground. Now, this is me. This is my thoughts here. I have no idea what actually transpired. I was not on the sideline, and I hope someone asked Travis after the game what happened. But it looked like after, and they needed to pick up another play on that third down, he was pulled for a play. And he slammed his helmet and said, earmuffs, kids, earmuffs. Oh, you have a daughter? Dang, I see a daughter on here. He's sick of this bleep. He's sick of this bleep. And I wonder if it's because he does not want to come off the field. He's saying, hey, I'm fine. I know it's hot. I understand we might have something else, but give the ball to me. Guys aren't getting open. Patrick needs a guy who he trusts out there. And he was off the field. And so he was angry. That was my reason why I thought Travis said, I'm sick of this bleep. Because I don't think he wants to come off the field. I know that the coaching staff knows he only has a few miles left of tread on those bad boys, but Travis wants this game. I don't think he wanted to come off the field. We'll see what Andy Reid, Matt Nagy, Patrick Mahomes in this receiver room draws up in the second half. As great as Patrick has been with his legs, I would have to imagine we're going to start seeing a spy on Patrick, which I never thought we'd really say with any sort of consistency. But I do think we'll start seeing a spy put on Patrick if this continues, whether that's Zach Bond, whoever it is. Patrick might get those legs taken away from him, which means he's going to have to throw to these group of wide receivers. We'll find out. We'll see if the Chiefs can get anything else going on the ground. Edric X, dial in. Go Chiefs. Nothing but love for this channel. Appreciate you. Thank you for keeping us sane. Appreciate you and that super chat. Again, that's my fault. I will change shirts. I did not even realize it. It's a golf shirt, y'all. That is on me. But let's lock back in. I'm going to crack open a cold one. We're going to watch the Chiefs. I said 30-26 going into this game. Looks like it's going to be a little lower scoring than that, but I still have the Chiefs coming away with the victory. Brian Cook and this secondary, if they can keep this up, this will have me very enthusiastic. And oh, by the way, last thing, Noah Williams got a run there. Maybe a little lucky. Could have been a little bit of a push. I think the referee saw the fluttering ball from Jalen Hurts and thought that, okay, maybe it was a tip ball, which then in that case, you can do that. If we have to see more Noah Williams in the second half, let's see if he can lock down, because Fulton is out of the game. Mike Dana is out of the game. So some of the young guys are going to have to step up. Everyone appreciate it. We'll be back post-game with the breakdown and hopefully a victory party. I will be there and a lot of other folks from the Arrowhead Addict podcast. Until then, I'm changing my shirt and go Chiefs.